Hello, dear followers of Uzbekistan National News Agency. In Tashkent, the annual meeting of the heads of the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe mission in Central Asia has taken place. Special envoy of the OSCE Chairperson-in-Office, His Excellency Ms. Cherry Hakala, visited to Uzbekistan to attend this gathering as well as the other important events. We are very pleased that, despite her busy schedule, Ms. Hakala has kindly agreed to join us for an interview.
Thank you for inviting me. It's always very nice to be in Tashkent and Uzbekistan.
Okay, thank you. First of all, we want to talk about your professional background now. Okay, Ms. Hakala, as the special envoy, what are the main priorities and objectives in this role? What do you think about it?
Well, I am representing as special envoy the foreign minister of Finland, who is now the chairperson, as you mentioned, of the OSCE. So whenever she's busy or occupied with other duties, I am actually representing her, and I'm also promoting the agenda of the Finnish chairpersonship. I go to high-level meetings. I go to very pleasant field trips, like to Central Asia and to Uzbekistan. And all in all, I try to also assist and promote her, but the whole team of the Finnish chairpersonship.
Okay, thank you. And how has your experience in Finnish diplomacy contributed to your work within the OSCE?
Well, you can actually say that I am an old OSCE hand, because I started years ago, more than 30 years ago, with the OSCE, and I've been in three field missions myself. I was early missions to Kosovo, Sanjak and Vojvodina as a mission member. Then I worked for the OSCE Minsk process on the conflict in and around Nagorno-Karabakh.
Yes.
I also was the last head of the mission to Georgia when the attack happened and the war 2008 happened in Georgia. So I worked in OSCE extensively, and I have also worked in Central Asia. My last posting was the EU Special Representative for Central Asia. So actually, I can say that my whole career has been more or less linked to the OSCE also, which is a very, very important organization in this region.
Okay, understandable. Perfect. Now, let me ask about your visit to Uzbekistan and the special events. During your visit, you are participating in the annual meeting of the heads of the OSCE missions in Central Asia held in Tashkent. What is the main significance of this gathering, and what outcomes do you expect from it?
First of all, I think these regional meetings are very important, and let me start by saying that Finland, and myself, of course, having been a head of mission myself, I really think that the field offices of the OSCE, they do excellent job. And we have sometimes political difficulties in Vienna, but the missions on the ground, the offices in the ground, they do excellent work in implementing the OSCE agendas and plans. Today's meeting is also important because we have some new head of missions with us. We are discussing the plans, the current plans and plans for future. We are looking at country-specific programs, challenges. We also are looking at the regional cooperation, how we can develop that. We have also a Swiss diplomat here, a Swiss permanent representative from Vienna, who is also already representing the future presidency of the OSCE, and I think it's excellent. So we can, in a way, look at the future and plan a bit, ahead of us. And I'm expecting new ideas, new fresh ideas from the new heads of missions, and kind of overall frank and transparent discussions.
Okay, understandable. Ms. Hakala, what meetings and initiatives are planned during your stay in Uzbekistan also?
Well, I'm also carrying a bit bilateral portfolio, so I'm expecting some meetings in the foreign ministry and with some government representatives to be confirmed still, because I know that there was an important trip and meeting in China during recent days, so I'm expecting my friends to get back from China and to have meetings also.
Okay, thank you. Every time, good luck for your representatives and special today. Okay, this year marks two important anniversaries for the OSCE. The 50th anniversary of the Helsinki Final Act and the 30th anniversary of the organization presence in Uzbekistan. How does milestones shape the current regional cooperation?
Look, let's start from 75 because I think that it was, we have now, as you mentioned, we have marked the anniversary of the Helsinki Final Act signing ceremony, which happened in Helsinki 75. And then we created a conference. It was called the CSCE with 3 dimensions. It links, combines military component. We call them the baskets, the 3 famous baskets. Military component, economic and environmental dimension, and then the human rights and human dimension, which is very important, of course, for civil society actors. The fact that Uzbekistan joined the OSCE 92 in Helsinki also, by the way, during the Helsinki Summit 92. And then the field mission was established here 95. It has worked here already 30 years, as you mentioned, and congratulations on that anniversary. I think it shows that the Helsinki commitments and the Helsinki principles from 75 are very important still today. The anniversary festivities in Helsinki a month ago also showed that all participating states commit to the principles. It's not easy in today's geopolitical environment, and we have difficulties, as you know. We don't have a budget for some years, but let's be hopeful. I'm a person who always has a glass half full, and we are really working hard to kind of look at the commitments and to work together in today's challenging world also. But in OSCE is a very specific organization covering the whole region from Central Asia. One day we said from Vancouver to Vladivostok, but it's true. It's a transatlantic organization also where Central Asia is part, and I think the long history and difficulties today, but hope for future shows that OSCE has a very important role to play also for the future in these 3 dimensions.
Okay, good. In your view, what key initiatives or projects implemented by the OSCE office in Uzbekistan over the past 30 years have been particularly important?
Well, I think that the portfolio here or the mandate has been concentrating very much on the reforms of Uzbekistan. We all know that Uzbekistan has a very ambitious reform agenda. Your president, His Excellency Mirziyoyev, has introduced a very ambitious program and reform agenda, also the Strategy 2030. OSCE has been supporting all those reform items and topics, starting from rule of law, judicial reforms, also currently more the challenging environment of transnational security threats like cyber, hybrid, issues, also border issues from the first dimension are very important for Uzbekistan. So I would say that also adding, this is not the kind of list of the priorities, but also the environmental challenges and also the climate security portfolio. They are very, very important for Uzbekistan. And this office has been very much involved and hands-on on all those topics.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. But we now talk about the organization in Uzbekistan cooperation. What areas would you identify as priorities in the cooperation between the OSCE and Uzbekistan? You can add some.
Yeah, I think that it is also important that Uzbekistan is actively involved. As I said, that we actually, from the Finnish chairpersonship, we have launched the discussions on the future of the OSCE, because this is our organization. It's also an organization where Uzbekistan is an active member from Central Asia. And given your role in regional cooperation, I think it is important that also Uzbekistan, in a way, promotes the same regional cooperative spirit in OSCE. And what the office here on the ground is doing and will be continuing to do is related to the specific demands of your government, but also the challenges which you face here in the region. Be it then, as I mentioned, the climate challenges, climate security issues. You have a very large young population, so
Yes.
all topics related to young people. Youth, peace and security is very close to our heart, and we think that young people should be more engaged. They should have more opportunities also to participate in this kind of activities what the OSCE has to offer, capacity building, all that I would say. And also not to forget gender related issues. Your government is doing a lot there. OSCE can be help. Gender equality, and then also persons with disabilities are one of our, so to say, top priorities. And there also I know that the programmatic work is going on, and we have great cooperation in this country. So all in all, it's a wide range of issues, but all security related, as we call it, like comprehensive security and resilience of society. So this is part of the future agenda, I would say. But depending, of course, on your government's wishes, I know this office has a strategy with your foreign ministry, and there also we, on a yearly basis, we list a bit the priorities which we both think that should be done also in the future.
Okay, of course. Thank you for your answer. But now, what could you tell also assess the organization contribution to the Uzbekistan's reforms, particularly in areas such as legal reform, gender equality and youth engagement? Yes.
I mentioned a bit,
yes.
But I would say that judicial reform and gender equality also, and the agenda for youth, I think that they all need also kind of capacity building, because these are complicated issues which also take time. It's about new legislation, it's about new institutions, and I would say that, for instance, I can say that the Finnish chair has been, and Finland as such, has been quite active already promoting the rule of law agenda, and we are, for instance, in the framework of our OSCE chairpersonship, we are inviting the regional ombudspersons to Helsinki, and I think this is also a very important part of the judicial reform and the legal agenda what you are doing. So I think that we have had success, but of course it's an ongoing process and ongoing work.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Look, today the Uzbekistan president, Mr. Shavkat Mirziyoyev, tries to develop with the many countries, not only in the some region, but maybe in the world. Yes. So the Uzbekistan also wants to cooperate between some big countries. Also, we know, like these countries, the one of the most important countries is Finland. We want to ask about Uzbekistan and the Finland cooperation also. You are a Finnish diplomat by background. How would you describe the state of diplomatic and economic relations between two countries?
Thank you. Thank you for mentioning Finland as one of the important partners for Uzbekistan. Look, I mean, yes, I think we are actually in that sense that we enjoy excellent relationship with Uzbekistan. Maybe we are geographically a bit further away, but we know each other quite well from the history and also the cooperation, because Finland doesn't only cooperate with Uzbekistan bilaterally, but also through the European Union, actually, which I represented for some months ago still. What we have been doing, of course, we could develop our relationship further, but we are very interested in developing the economic cooperation. You met the foreign minister recently. We have had some more high-level visits earlier, but I think that we have to intensify our bilateral relationship in economic terms, but also have a political and dialogue. Finns always have enjoyed coming to Uzbekistan as tourists, because Uzbekistan actually offers a lot of opportunities. The famous Silk Road is famous also in Finland, and that is definitely something we should pursue more. We are having cooperation in current situation in environmental issues. We have Finns have been active also in helping or assisting you with your natural resources. This is also linked to the EU agenda, as you might know, and also in education. There are some Finnish curriculums here. Finnish education system is quite famous, and I know that your President, His Excellency, has been actively also advocating for Finnish education system. So this is happening. And then recently I learned that there is a Santa Claus land close to Tashkent, which was a big surprise for me. And I think it's also exactly a very good example of cultural exchange between Finland and Uzbekistan. Snow or no snow, there is always place for Santa Claus and good communications between children and young people also.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, from your perspective, what are the common challenges and opportunities for the countries of the Central Asia today?
Well, I think that you have absolutely yes challenges, because you are Central Asia faces different challenges. I would say that it's about environmental issues. It's about climate security issues. I mentioned what concerns also Uzbekistan. Scarce water resources. The climate change hits Central Asia very hard. So in the coming years, I mean, cooperation in this field is very important. Then the proximity, of course, of Afghanistan is a challenge. It always brings also certain security challenges for you. All in all in Central Asia. So there are certain issues which are of cross-border nature. So the challenges are for the whole region. And then, of course, the solution can be only found regionally. This is but this is already happening, and I'm very happy to witness myself, because I worked for regional cooperation, that this is definitely happening. But I see more opportunities in that. Challenges are there, but it also brings the opportunities, because that's the other side of the coin.
Yes.
That with improved cooperation, improved connectivity in the region, improved economic ties, also human ties, cultural ties. It is an opportunity which Uzbekistan and the whole region can use and are definitely using in current situation, and I'm happy to witness that, and I encourage, of course, all countries and all people of Central Asia to take this opportunity, because it's you have an important role to play with the challenges, but I'm sure you can overcome the challenges working together.
Yeah, of course, of course. In the future, we have to work together. But I wanted to add one of the main questions in the future. In which areas do you see potential for the OSCE to deepen its engagement with the region in the coming years?
Well, we just discussed in this last session. We discussed the two flagship projects. One is the Bishkek Academy, which is an OSCE academy located in Bishkek, which is open to all Central Asian countries. The other one is the Border Management Staff College, which is located in Tajikistan. And already experience has shown that there is also great potential for capacity building, for working together. I think security-related issues and also economic, environmental issues are very high on the agenda due to the facts I mentioned about the challenges for the region on climate security and water scarcity problems. The OSCE can be of assistance more and more. We've had great cooperation between the border guards also and border guard services in the region. And I think this is something that we have to develop also further with the cybercrime, hybrid influencing, etc. This I see an important part. Also work with youth, young people, because you have a very young society, for instance, in Uzbekistan. Yes. So giving opportunities, building capacities. So this is one thing the OSCE can do, and also working together with our other international partners. For instance, the European Union is very much supporting the OSCE work, also financially. Complementing each other here and looking at the big agenda. Yes. Of the European Union, Central Asia Cooperation, Uzbekistan, European Union, OSCE cooperation, and also not forgetting the UN institutions on the ground. So I will say that we have to set the priorities, and these are exactly the ones we should, in a way, improve and fine-tune for the future.
Yeah, of course. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Actually, Ms. Hakala, we know it's not your first visit to Uzbekistan. No. Okay, you you love the Uzbek people, you love the country. Mm-hmm.
I have to tell you now that I insisted when I came here that I'll spend some more days. When I was the EU Special Representative, I traveled widely. I went to several regions, and by car, by plane, and I tried to see the whole country, not just the capital, which of course Tashkent is beautiful and sunny and nice, but I want to see the whole country. And now we are also going to Turkmenistan during the weekend, so I make full use of my time in Uzbekistan again. So I will drive to Bukhara, enjoy Bukhara once more, and then cross the border from there to Turkmenistan. And I definitely want to eat the famous plov in Bukhara and look at the historical places. It's wonderful. I really enjoy it here. Hospitality, the warmth of people, and it has been always a pleasure to come and work with the government and with the whole society of Uzbekistan, and I still meet the civil society members tomorrow and some other interlocutors. So, Katta Rahmat.
Katta Rahmat.
Katta Rahmat. It has always been a pleasure, and it will be a pleasure to come back again.
Okay, thank you so much. Come to Uzbekistan every time.
Thank you.
Welcome to Uzbekistan.
Thank
you have a chance now to say best wishes for Uzbek people.
Yes, I want to wish you all the best. I know that you had your National Day, and I want to congratulate a bit late, but still. And I know that Uzbekistan has a great future. There are challenges, but there are plenty of opportunities, and I really wish all the best to Uzbekistan in all its endeavors and plans and for the future.
Okay, thank you so much for your important answers and for coming here.
Thank you.
Have a good time. Thank you for Uzbekistan National News Agency followers.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.